Glad to have you with us from Allegiant Stadium, home of the Las Vegas Raiders and the Bright Lights Big City, ready for the SRS Distribution Las Vegas Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the James Madison Dukes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kickoff team is out there, ready to get this bowl game underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders offense will start this game off. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a double.
Man, it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a double.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Tate. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. They bring the punter onto the field now. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. So James Madison's offense has the ball for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Rides the back and leaves it. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Dukes come to the line with a new set of downs. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. Plenty of options here, run or pass on 3rd down right around midfield. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Dropping back, it's Tate. That's reeled in, it's Lacey. Let's take a look here at Middle Tennessee. They had a win on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star linebacker giving a verbal commitment, and getting good talent like that is what a program at this level really needs to succeed.
Yeah, this is the next step for this program, right? Continue to get talent and high school talent that can come in that they can compete with your roster right now. Those are the guys that really help you take that next step.
Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Rides the back on the option to give. He's going to lose a yard on that one. It'll be 3rd and long. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Breaks into the open. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Just does not like to be tackled, discarding guys and getting to the 21. Second down, they'll go to the air. Creates a little room. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Trying to wear down this defense. The 7th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 1. He'll pull it on the read. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run play action. Under fire. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Tate. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go to the ground. Breaks the tackle. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Now the play fake. Looking deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Dukes send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looking for a man. It's Tate. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. So they couldn't get it done on 3rd down. Now they'll line up in punt formation. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. Back to pass on 2nd down. Stands in and takes the hit. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. At the end of the quarter, guys, it's Middle Tennessee on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They boot it away. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Oh, they're after him. Short gain on the play before he slides. And here comes the offense on second down. Goes to the option. And not even a chance to pitch it as he is slammed down in the backfield. Now facing a third and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Dropping back, it's Tate. Going over the top. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Makes the quick grab. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Pfeiffer. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? From the gun, wants to pass. Turns it loose. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The kick is on its way. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Off play action on first down. Throws for the tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Off play action. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. From the gun, wants to pass. On the run, fires downfield. He's got an open man. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Tate. Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Complete. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Hold.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Finds his man. It's Hoffman. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Line getting set on second down. Wants to throw again. He's in open space downfield. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. The lead now 6 here in the second. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They are searching for any type of answer they can find, down 6-0. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26. The give to the tailback. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Solid run on the last play, sets this offense up on 1st down. Quarterback on the keeper. Fighting off the defender. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. The give on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. End off from the shotgun. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. They want to throw it. Swings it out to his running back. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Dukes will send out the punt unit. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Hold and fire complete. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 2nd down coming up. Back to throw, it's Tate. Rushes on him. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Takes a hit as he fires.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
He'll field the punt. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They go to the ground. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. 1st down here for the offense. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Gives it on the option. He couldn't get close to the marker. Got 3 yards, but it'll be 4th and 3. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play cut. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. 1st and goal. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. He's got him. He found some running room and needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Pressure coming. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, James Madison.
And I just love the offense managing the clock in that situation, David. There was absolutely no panic. Calm, cool, and collected all the way down the field, scoring the touchdown, and now giving themselves an opportunity to take the lead here at halftime.
And the other side of that coin, Palmer, is the defense, man. Like, we got to keep them in bounds. We got to make sure we're not giving up big plays. They can throw it over the middle of the field. The clock's our friend, and they didn't execute good enough down the stretch of that drive to force a field goal.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Takes the handoff. It's Clemens. Makes it past the marker. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Back to pass, it's Tate. He's going to throw deep right side. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
Pass interference. Defense.
So the penalty for pass interference will allow this offense to run one more play on an untimed down. Here's the pressure. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, great energy in that building and a fun first half in this Idaho Potato Bowl. And the standout player on the defensive side of the ball has been that boogeyman back there at safety. They try to run it, he's filling the holes. They try to throw it, he's either picking them off or trying to take dudes' heads off. Good luck making adjustments. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the second half of the Liberty Bowl.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. So now it's second and long. Got it in the middle. It's Collins. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Snap from the gun on third down. Grab near the marker. It's Williams. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. To the ground with the back. Turning it on! Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Dukes are on the move. They'll send the tight end in motion. He'll keep it himself. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Here's the handoff. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Throwing right. Finds his man open. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The Dukes want to crank the tempo.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Looking to fire. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Hey, this offense, man, they talked about it coming out of half. They wanted to get their guy into a rhythm. To do that, man, you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright. He's been hit a lot. He hasn't made that many plays throughout this football game. They got to do a better job of protecting their guy.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. And it's right down the boulevard. Now up by 4 here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. He sends 2 wideouts right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 9. Got it behind the line. It's Lacey. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He'll try to do it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Tate. Makes the catch. And he is showing it all and finding ways to pick up yards. He's down to the 28. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. 4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Caught close to the marker. It's Lacey. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Gonna run it. It's Clemens. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go right back to it. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. It'll be a draw. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That brings them to within one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. He'll do it himself. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Let's see what they do on third down. Guys, it's James Madison on top as we've come to the end of the quarter. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So we open the final period with a third down play. Looking to throw on third. Fires to the middle. The sure hands, it's Collins. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The give to the back. There he goes. A huge pickup, knocked out of bounds at the 30, but they are in business.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
Might as well give it to him again. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. Now on second down, they want to keep moving forward and keep that clock churning. Wants to go up top. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on third and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grab near the sticks. It's Williams. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11. Give to the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. He makes a grab. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. They'll go with a direct snap. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. After that, there might be a few extra tackling drills in practice this week.
Listen, when you only got one guy there, it makes it really hard to get to the ground. You need a swarm. Where are my other guys? You got to get 1, 2, 3 more guys to the football to make sure you get them on the ground.
And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Snags it down the right side. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Using his legs, it's Clemens. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Just feeds the running back. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Looking to throw, it's Tate. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
And look, obviously you would have loved to score a touchdown there, but you did the important thing. Kicked a field goal, you're now within 1 possession. Can your defense get you the football back, and can your offense drive the field and put it in the end zone? This is what you practice for. Let's see if they can go execute, fellas.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Snags a quick pass on the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
You know, one of the things I hated as a quarterback was the blitzes from the inside linebackers, because those guys end up in your hip pocket quickly. It's really hard to step into throws when you've got inside linebackers bringing the heat.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Well, they've still got the lead, but they are losing the momentum, and the defense is starting to make plays after getting that last sack. They can feel it right now. You can see them playing with a whole lot of more energy. There's a lot of pressure on this offense now to respond.
And the Dukes will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. To the air. It's Tate. Got it in the middle. It's Huffman. Oh, he's got some space. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Makes the catch. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Using his legs, it's Clemens. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. He'll pull it on the read. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is third and goal. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone. Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on fourth and goal. They'll run it. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. The Dukes are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Got the first down and more. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Collins. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. If they can pick up a yard here on second down, that might put this one in the books. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on fourth and goal, they'll try to regroup.
Yeah, and I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
Dropping back, it's Tate. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Man, and just what the doctor ordered. You needed a big play to go out there and try to take the lead, and you find your receiver out wide. He runs by the DB. Nice throw, nice catch. You got the lead.
They're going to go for two here and try to extend that lead to a field goal. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. He'll be stopped short. Still a one-point game here in the fourth. They'd hoped to push this edge out to a field goal, but they were denied. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air on first down. Fires to the right. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. This offense has it with really good field position. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Here on 3rd down for this offense. Got it, looking for a first. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up